I'm so excited. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to longtime member of this group from the original cast of the Ampa Haas working group, this amazing working group that we have, Katie Grissum, who is not only, you know, a member of this group, she's also a key star in the Marcom team for KC Pet Project. And she also has not 1 million, but 1.8 million followers on the TikTok. So Katie, woohoo, take it from there.
Casey, I love how you called it the TikTok.
The TikTok, like the 7 and 11.
Is it possible to share my screen? Am I allowed to do that?
Let's make sure that you can share your screen. Katie Grissum, make co-host. Done.
Right.
I'm muting myself, so it's your show.
All right. Oh, Lord. Okay. So first question I have is, who else gets super nervous during presentations? Because I know I do. So you know how I feel right now. And I really, really, really would love this to be super casual. And if you want to interrupt me with a question, please do. I think that'll help with my nerves a little bit. But I want to present to you today that TikTok is not just for dancing anymore, guys. Yes, there's dancing on there. There's really cringy dancing on there, but I believe that this is going to be a fantastic platform for organizations like ours. So let's dive right in there. Let me see here. See if I can do full screen here. Can everybody see like the entire screen? Because I put really like my favorite videos on here as well, so you guys have something to laugh to while I'm doing this. If you are not a part of TikTok in the TikTok world, I hope that this presentation, by the end of it, you are going to be downloading it and uploading your first video today, because it's so easy and it's so fun and it's addicting. But I believe TikTok is a new social media platform that's not going anywhere. And that is going to be extremely important now and in the future. So what I researched yesterday, which surprised me quite a bit, is here in the US, there are 80 million monthly active users. If you compare that to Instagram, which I would assume that a lot of our shelters are on Instagram, Instagram has 112 million. So they are not far behind, and TikTok has only been around for a couple of years. So if that's not enough to tell you that this is really something you need to look into, I don't know what will. In January of 2021, it was the second most downloaded app in the entire world. And something that I loved learning yesterday as I was doing this was that studies have shown that engagement rate of TikTok is high. 18% may not sound high, but compared to what you're seeing on Facebook and Instagram, it's high. And engagement can be anything from comments to sharing to clicking through on your bio, things like that, things that we're all kind of used to. All right, so again, if that's not enough to send you on your way to the TikTok world, I will continue on and hopefully this will help. All right, so these are the two accounts that I manage. I have a personal account called Katie and the Snoots that I started about 2 years ago. And we started the KC Pet Project page. Gosh, how long ago, Tori?
9 months ago. It was October.
Thank you. Thank you. So not even a year yet. Recently, the video that you're actually seeing on the screen now is the video that I feel like has gotten us most of our users on the KC Pet Project page. This is Simon. He came in with about 6.5 pounds of fur, matted fur on him. It is currently at 77 million views. Definitely something we weren't expecting, especially for someone like me that's been on TikTok for quite a while. I did not expect this video to go quite as far as it did. I knew it would get some views. It's a compelling story, but it got mega viral. I mean, it's hard to comprehend 77 million people watching your video. Okay, so my TikTok and KC Pet Projects page are similar but very different at the same time. On my TikTok, I am storytelling through my experiences every day here at the shelter. I am posting every single day simply because as much of I'm sure everybody does, we eat lunch at our desk, and I try to take a break from the computer. And so whenever I do, I go usually sit with a dog. So that's whenever I film. And so I do it through kind of my eyes. And KC Pet Project side, we are doing it through the eyes of the KC Pet Project brand. So instead of using eyes and me's, we're using we and us, basically. And I would say KC Pet Project's account is a little more buttoned up than what my account is. Along with my account, I am also sharing my personal experiences in my personal life and personal pets. So you will see my pets on there. I'm also a plantaholic, so I do have plants on there as well. And also it is, I will say, doing it every single day and doing a full minute-long video voiceover storytelling can be exhausting, and you need that break every so often. So I do add in short form videos of me interacting with pets, and it's literally just music. And some of those have gotten a ton of views. So it's one of those things you got to figure out what works best for you. On KC Pet Project's page, we do feature adoptable pets. So it's literally a minute long of one pet, and taking it for a walk, just experiencing what that pet is like outside of the kennel, of course. And doing those basic, like if you're really just reciting the bio, of the pet, you are doing that. We also do include short form videos of pets where it's cute music and just a cute video. And one thing that I really think is important for a lot of people to see and our audience to see is behind the scenes. I have a dog that just broke into my conference room here. Tori's coming to get it. Dean, do you want It's okay, he can stay. He's a good stress reliever. He's okay. He's good.
I love it. Katie, I can also see these, I plan on making sure that a lot of people are going to be able to watch this video afterwards. Yes. So we can all learn from each other. Yes. But I think another thing, and you might say that this is the kind of stuff that we see in the shelter all the time, but that this process where you see you zooming in on the cleaning up of this dog, and then him, the whole story of this dog moving through the shelter system does more than just talk about this one dog for your organization. What else do you think it does messaging wise for your staff, for everybody, for your city?
Absolutely. I think a lot of shelters, a lot of our organizations kind of pride ourselves on being transparent about what's happening inside the shelter. And this is a really good way to do that. You're still able to, just talking candidly here, you're still able to control the story and what is being seen. Because it is, as you know, you are putting this out to a bunch of people. And as much as you want to show every single aspect, there's some aspects that they may not understand. So it is good that you're still able to control that narrative, but still able to be completely transparent with your audience through that way. I hope that answers kind of what you were asking. Another thing, and I'll re-mention this later on, is I've been in the sheltering world for 7-8 years, and I see cute kittens and puppies every single day. And as much as I say I don't get immune to that, we all get immune to it. We still think it's cute, but people, our audience, don't see that every day. So even the little tiniest thing, like we have a dog in here in our admin offices right now called D'Angelo. That's the one that just busted into my room here. But he was literally just rolling around the floor. We see that every day, but our TikTok audience, our social media audience does not. So even just doing a few minutes of him rolling on the floor, which he did a really great job in front of the camera for that, is easy to do. I know that TikTok can be a daunting thing because it is all video. And I feel like we have come across this stigma that video takes a ton of work and a long time and it's a whole production, but it really isn't. If you have your cell phone, you have it all right there. And if you have a really cute animal in front of you, you're gonna have a great video. Okay, so these are the tools that I use. It's literally both on my phone. I use Adobe Premiere Brush and TikTok. If you have the Adobe Creative Suite, you will have free access to the Rush app. This does not have as many features as what you would have on your laptop or computer, but it has enough to make a great TikTok video. Literally what I do in this app is I pull in all of my footage and splice, cut, and delete. I don't voice over, I don't put any filters on it, I don't put any graphics type, don't do any of that. It's literally just there for me to put the clips together in a compelling way. And another thing with this is that since TikTok is a vertical format, Adobe Rush, at least on mobile, does edit in that vertical format, which is sometimes hard to find in a mobile app, especially if it's technically free if you have the Adobe Suite.
Really quick, there's a question in the chat, and just to give people like some of the basics, if you could tell us how long most of your posts are, and then how long, for people who don't know, how long are TikTok videos typically?
Sure, thanks. So typically I post a minute-long video. Right now, TikTok can go up to 3 minutes. I have rarely ever did a 3-minute video. I feel like I have been okay getting a story across in a minute. There might have been more that are about 1.5 minutes that I've done, but I haven't had to do a 3-minute thinking that I need this whole 3 minutes to tell this story. It's been 60 seconds. And with doing that, it takes me, I've gotten it down to about, from start to finish, from starting in, cutting in my scenes and everything in Rush to posting, it's about 15 minutes. And that includes voiceover and all of that. Now, starting out, it may take a little longer for you guys, but it's become a habit for me. So it's becoming easier, and TikTok has created a few features that have made it a ton easier and a ton faster to do as well.
I see there's one other comment. Heather has said that she hasn't used Rush, but she's used InShot, and it's free for those of you who don't have Adobe. Have you heard of any others that work really well for this?
I've never heard of InShot, but that's great. Yeah, if anybody
has any ideas, just throw them in the chat for that kind of thing.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Okay. So this is going to go into exactly what I do to create a TikTok. I'm going to talk it through first, and then I do have a screen recording that I'll play, and I'll also talk it through on there so we can see it. So in Adobe Rush, you import your clips just like you would with any video editor. I literally scrub through the clips, and I keep everything that I feel like is compelling or interesting. I don't worry about time at that point because I want to keep as much as possible. If it does go over that 1 minute, it does. It's not, not the end of the world. And then after that, then I'll play through the video. And if I feel like I'm close enough to that 60 seconds, I'll cut down clips a little bit of just seconds at a time to get to that point. And then I export. So I'm done with the Adobe Rush program. Again, I'm not adding graphics or anything like that. And then I import it into TikTok. TikTok has a fantastic voiceover feature in it. I don't use a microphone. I literally just talk into my phone like this. I am not perfect with voiceover. You'll see in the video that you'll see me do a voiceover, and then I'll go back like 18,000 times to do the line over and over again. But it's still a great thing. You just have to have your phone. Another thing that TikTok has that they have created just within, I would say, the last 6 months is that they auto generate captions. A lot of people want to see captions on there because I don't know about you, but I scroll through it at night when my husband's asleep. So having captions there is great. So I don't have to have the volume up. Plus it's more accessible to people with hearing loss and things like that. It used to be that you had to type out everything that you were saying, and that took forever. So auto-generating is fantastic. You can also edit what it auto-generates because it, of course, like, well, with Casey Pet Project, they always went to say Casey as in CASEY. So you always have to edit that, but it's really easy to do. And then after that, you choose your song, write your captions, your relevant hashtags, cover photo, and then upload. Okay, so I'll talk through this. See if I can move this over here. I'll talk through this screen reporting real quick. You can see that yesterday I had about 6,000 steps, didn't do that great. So this is me opening Adobe Rush. I am importing all the videos that I took yesterday of a girl named Coralie. So this, I did speed up quite a bit. This is me going through, literally putting you scrub it across the screen with your finger, and there's a little scissors icon that you can cut where you want it cut. I had about, I don't know, like 12 minutes of footage that I cut down to a minute. What I can never say enough is that you can never have enough footage. I always have the camera on, and I feel like some of my employees get annoyed with me because they're like, oh, there's Katie with that camera again. But it's really like you'll capture things that you don't capture if you don't have your phone with you, if you're not ready to capture that moment. So again, this is really sped up, and I go through that process of not worrying about time at first, but then afterwards cutting down those clips. So we'll let this, I think this right here is where I'm cutting down clips, just seconds at a time, really just to get down to that 1 minute. And then from here, I export. And then we take it into TikTok itself. If you haven't uploaded in TikTok, it's really easy. There's just a plus sign. You choose your video, and you can edit it from in TikTok, but I found it a lot easier to do it through Adobe Rush. This is me doing the voiceover. So you'll see that this red line down there, you'll see go back and forth because I am doing it line by line. I've never been able to spit it out all at once. But it's really easy just to push that record button. If you're not happy with it, you push back, it deletes it, and then you just record over it again. So again, this last line was really hard for me to do because I did it about 1,000 times. And then there is a button that you might have missed on the right side that will auto-generate those captions. So this is what it pulled for me. And I think I only fixed one thing in there, so it did pretty well. And then you add your music. I usually go with the recommended music that TikTok gives me instead of searching for music. They usually do a pretty good job of giving you a good options in that recommended part. And then you add your caption, relevant hashtags. I believe that captions are only 150 characters, so you're not able to add like a ton of hashtags with it. And then at the end there, you were able to select your cover. I usually do obviously a compelling cover as well to get people to watch it if they're on your page. That's the only time that they'll see it. Usually with TikTok, right whenever you open the app, videos start playing and you scroll through videos. The only way that they're going to see a cover photo is if they're actually on your profile for that.
When it comes to selecting cover photos, do you find that like certain ones, like showing a person and an animal interacting, are better than just an animal by himself? Or is there any tips or tricks you have for people that don't know what a compelling video or cover photo might be?
Sure. So with my page, I usually try to include me and the animal in the cover photo. for Casey Pet Projects page, I usually try to choose the clearest photo of the pet's face. Or like if the pet is something, okay, let me back up just a little bit. Something that is really fun about cover photos on TikTok is that they have this little boomerang aspect to them. So all of your videos on your TikTok page, let me see if I can bring it up here so you can see exactly what I'm saying. On your TikTok page, they move, if you can kind of see that. They're not still, so they're kind of going back and forth. So I do sometimes choose, like if a dog like shakes or something like that, shakes water off, it's really fun to see them shake in that little boomerang style. So doing something like that, but really honestly, I choose photos that have a really clear face of the dog or the cat itself. Okay, so my last slide here is I just threw several tips and tricks that I've kind of learned along the way. One thing I've already said is take a bunch of video, and then after you're taking a bunch of video, take even more video. You can always delete it off your phone afterwards, but you always, I tell you, whenever I miss a opportunity to take a video of a certain thing that's happening, I so regret it. So don't be afraid to turn on the camera. I feel like I was joking earlier that the employees get annoyed with me, but I really honestly think they've gotten used to it. Me going around, and I've even had employees like, hey, I need you to come take video of this dog or cat or whatever. So they really kind of stand behind it, especially once they see what kind of reach it can have. Voiceover is awkward.
This video that you're showing right now is really funny because it's not something that's even that big of a deal, but it's so cute and so minimal.
Yes.
That anyway, I just wanted to point that out. There's a couple of questions happening that are about what you're talking about. I don't know if you'll get to them, so I just want to make sure. Somebody
I can't see the comments.
Yeah, so somebody said, Hillary said, do you happen to have a document with relevant numbers? I think that could be very helpful for people trying to be successful on TikTok. And also, do you ever add a title to the cover photo for easier finding when you're scrolling through the page?
Okay, so with relevant numbers, so what?
Oh, sorry, hashtags. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
I see. Yeah. Okay. So
showing my age there.
So relevant hashtags. This, I think, along with Instagram, it's a bunch of trial and error of what works. What I believe works is for my page and for Casey Pet Projects page is using a lot of animal sheltering hashtags with either animal shelter in the hashtag sheltering, shelter pet, shelter dog. And I can write out those, I can include it in the notes if you want me to. I also believe that using local hashtags, so I always hashtag Kansas City or Casey Mo in it, or and I hashtag Casey Pet Project as well. So those are the ones really relevant to your industry. And if you even want to be even more relevant, if it's a pit bull, like hashtagging pit bull, things like that, things we've always seen in like Instagram, the Instagram platform. And then the other one, what was the other one? I'm sorry. Oh, the titles.
The titles on the screen.
Yes. I don't particularly use those. But I feel like for me, that's just an aesthetic choice for me. They do have a feature where you can sort videos into folders. I don't think they're called folders, but it's at the top of the videos on your profile. On my page, I've grouped dogs together because there's some dogs that I have multiple videos of. So I have just a folder that says like Andy, folder that says Oso. So you can do that as well if you don't like that aesthetic of having words on top of your video, because it does cover up a lot of the video as well. So just my personal opinion. I don't know if it affects if people click on the video or not, but I can see it as a good wayfinding opportunity as well. Okay. And then Casey, if you want to keep, if there's questions that come through, I don't have the the chat up.
No, no worries. There is a few more, but I don't know if you'll get to them. So why don't you keep going and then we'll do all the rest of the questions at the end and people can interact and ask too.
Sounds good. I'll go through these last ones real quick. So voiceover is awkward. I understand that. Nobody likes to hear their own voice. But I can tell you, I have worked through it. I have gone past and I am okay with it. I am used to hearing my voice now. So if you find someone that you think has a great voice, have them do voiceovers yourself. You'll be amazed. If you're like me, how many people say you have such a calming voice? I don't feel like I have a calming voice. Another great tip is be the first to comment on your own video. I have done this several times and it works so well. On my account, I do a lot of dogs that are strays. So they don't have a name yet. So I'll literally ask and be the first one to comment to say, what would you name this dog? Like, we don't have a name for it. What would you name this dog? I always get a bunch of comments from that, which also helps with the algorithm and helps push your video out even more. So being the first to comment, and it's even better if it's a question to your viewers. Research the best times to post. TikTok has a great analytic platform. If you're listed, I think as either a business or a creator in there, it'll tell you the times that your audience is on the most. And also you can find on Google, and I can also include a link with this as well, just general times that is best to post around the world. One trick that I have learned that I just love doing, and I do it 24/7, is turning my phone upside down. And I literally take videos like this all the time. And it's, for one, I don't have to bend over to get into a dog's face, but also the angle that you get from the phone being upside down and right at level with the dog's face is an angle not a lot of people see. Everybody sees the angle of the dog looking up like this. So it's different. It catches the eye. Another thing you want to ask, and we talked about this earlier, is would your niece think this is interesting? If you're seeing something happening in the shelter, because we all come immune to a lot of things happening in the shelter. If you think, would my grandma think this is cute? Would this person think it's interesting? If the answer is even a possible yes, I would go ahead and try to post it. And then create a connection, and that is through storytelling. I know I am still trying to figure out how to completely capture an audience and have them donate to a certain story. But I really, truly believe storytelling is the way to create a connection with someone, with a dog here in Kansas City, with someone that's across the world. You're going to have to tell a story with it so they can create that connection. So that is it. That is
Yay.
it.
Okay, that's so awesome. I loved it so much. I think everybody else is commenting in questions. So I love this. I can tell everybody's super engaged too. Heather had a quick question. She said, do you feel like the hashtag FYP and for your page work? And is that something you use?
I used to use that. And I would say no, because I'm just going to do it real quick. The hashtag FYP, and that's for you page is what that is.
Oh, okay.
Has 2,000, I don't even know how to say this number, 2,799.6 billion views. So no one's ever going to see your hashtag in that. So I've always heard that a good hashtag amount, whenever you type in that hashtag, it'll show you how many views are in there. A good hashtag amount is anywhere from, I would say, 1 million to 2 million views. Anything below 500,000 views may not be worth it for people to see it. So I would say anywhere from 500,000 to 2 million views, I would stay around that point.
Okay, here's another question. Do you crowdsource videos from volunteers or staff? And do you have the same email for people helping those people know the best way to help you get content? This would be especially helpful for promoting foster pets.
80%, well, maybe more, 85% of the video that I put on TikTok, I have filmed myself, but I understand that not everybody here has that capacity. I would say, yeah, probably coming up with a specific email, and maybe that's just like content at blah, blah, blah.com or org or whatever. I've had people send it just through Facebook Messenger, but a lot of our organization is on Facebook anyways, through groups and such. So I don't know exactly how to answer that or to help that situation. But I know that a lot of volunteers in foster want to share what they're filming and what they're getting. So I'm sure that you'll be able to get a lot of people excited about it.
That's cool. So your own Tori asked you, Katie, how do you select music for the videos? And can you talk about about what happens when it's shared on other social media platforms? So like if you make a video on this and you want to share it on Instagram, Reels, or whatever it might be.
Yeah. So choosing music, like I said, I usually do what TikTok recommends. They usually give you about, I want to say 10 songs that you can choose from. And most of the time there's some song in there that works perfectly with the vibe of the video. Also, I want to say is whenever you do a song in a voiceover, you always want to pull down that music to about a volume of 6, because if you don't, then the music's going to overtake your voice. And I see that happening a lot. Under 30 seconds for a video, you can also share on Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels right now only goes up to 30 seconds. And whenever you post that video straight from TikTok with the music and everything, usually what I have seen happen is that Instagram will automatically put it into that audio feed or whatever, like it says, this has been added to this audio. So they already have that audio in the Instagram feed. So I haven't had issues with that. If you upload it to Facebook, however, glorious Facebook will take it right down because you don't have rights to that music. We've done that a couple of times and they end up muting it or telling you, that they're going to take it down. So Facebook doesn't have quite the great cross path that Instagram does. Yep.
Who of you, and I want to give you all a few minutes to ask questions too, but I just want to, this is something that's coming to my brain. Who all of you would look at this and go, this would take me forever. I don't know how to be cutthroat with the content that I record. I'm recording all these videos. I think they're all cute. I don't know which ones to do. And it would take me 2 hours to edit down this video into something digestible. Did anybody like kind of overly critical and take way too long to do things? Katie, how did you get to the point where you didn't do that?
Oh man. For concerns like that, yes, right now I'm doing a lot of 1-minute voiceover storytelling, and that can take time at first. But whenever I first started on my own TikTok, it was those like the dog, the Mickey Mouse dog. It was those 15-second, if that, clips with really cute music. And that works sometimes, it does. And you can get a viral video out of that. I think what I am working towards and what my goal is to make it a platform that would be great for fundraising. And personally, through my perspective, I don't think a 15-second cute video will do that. Now, maybe whenever you start a TikTok, you start slower and you start with maybe like a 30-second or a 15-second, like this is blah, 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 just came into our clinic. This is what's going on and we'll keep you guys updated. Maybe it's something like that. Or you do start, maybe your organization is going to do fantastic with clips of dogs running in the play yards, just having a great time, or those, I don't know, just those great clips that you find on, I'm sure, all of your phones of a dog just being goofy or a cat just being goofy. not saying that it's, the wrong thing to do, because it's totally not. We sprinkle that in every so often because people love to see that. It's a very fast-paced world in social media, and so you got to grab their attention and keep it.
I love that. Okay, who has questions? We have 5 minutes. I think we can probably take 2 or 3 quick questions with quick answers. Anybody? Any
The thing that
comments?
I would suggest too is when you do have a viral video, Katie has experienced this on her own platform, and we've experienced now with, especially with Simon, like people were Instagramming my Instagram, Katie's Instagram, Casey Pepperodge's Instagram, emailing us, like everybody wanting rights to the video or wanting to share it on their platform. And we actually had to engage with like copyright attorneys to make sure we weren't signing away the rights to a lot of these videos. And so it's kind of nice to find a volunteer that can help you like navigate some of that. But it's like, it was just nonstop for days. Like anytime these videos go crazy, just hang on.
And you all have had a ton of PR inquiries about this kind of thing too, local and national, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Simon video, Tori was, for a full week, Tori was doing interviews from across the world. It was insane. And we're still getting direct messages from, big Instagram accounts that just do pet videos, seeing if, they could repost our video and such. And I get that quite often on my account, and most of them just want you to confirm that, yes, you own the rights to the video, like you took this video yourself, and then it's fine. And then it's just great. Like they'll tag you in it, and it's a fantastic way to grow an audience. I have rarely come across anybody asking to like sign away my life for a video. And if they do, I just don't do it. Like that's just, I don't want to have to deal with it, honestly. So yeah.
How many adoption inquiries did you get for Simon?
So
many.
So many. Yeah, that's another thing. I know on my account, at least every single day through my business email that I put on my TikTok account, through my Instagram direct messages, it is constantly people asking about a dog or a cat that I've put on there. And as much as I want to reply, I just have stopped because it's overwhelming. I always put in our videos and my videos, like, if you want to learn more about this dog, go here. That's another thing about TikTok right now. There's not a good way to put a link on the video. It is in your bio. So you always have to direct them back to the bio. Hopefully that'll change soon, especially with like being able to put a donate button right on the video. I think is going to be a massive change once that happens. So yeah.
Any other questions?
A question. Figured I'd hop on. So
You're chopping up. There, go now. Say now.
how about now? Okay. So since TikTok, like the link in your bio, you can't click it like you can Instagram. Ideally, you would be able to put like a link tree or something that has like different links. Have you figured out like a good way around that?
So yeah, what we're doing, we just started a link tree. So we're kind of in the phase of like testing that out, but yeah, we've started a link tree that I think right now just has 3 links on it: donate, website, and shop. So yeah, it's just difficult right now with things like that. And I hope that in the future, in the near future, it'll change and that links will be better on there, because yeah, it's tough when you capture someone's attention during a video and then at the end you say, go to link in the bio, and they're already on to the next video and you lose them. So it'll be, hopefully near future, it'll be a donate button right on the screen.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? It's 2:00. Last question. Thank you so much, Katie, for doing this. It was wonderful. We really appreciate you. We're so glad you're in this group. Thank you for bringing your amazing knowledge and doing a hands-on TED Talk with us all about
No problem.
the
Thank
wonders that are
you.
TikTok. Yeah, thank you. Such a great job. Thanks, everybody. I hope you'll have a great week. Remember to capture those wins and bring them to the next meeting. Look forward to seeing you all. Bye.